Good morning, y'all. It's Cody. Cody's Bait and Tackle, Warsaw, Missouri. I'm going to give a little bit of a fishing report here, talk a little bit about how spoonbill season's going so far. Going to give a little bit of a report on what's going on down below the dam right now. Everything's kind of changing. I had pretty dry weather here for a while now. Lakes, Truman's maybe a foot high. It's not much more. Lake of the Ozarks is still way low for this time of year. They haven't started filling it back up yet. Hopefully this rain we got last night will do a little bit and help out with that. I don't know that we got enough here to do any good at all on that, but hopefully we did. As far as down below the dam, they're still catching a few walleye. They're spawning right now. I've heard of a few females already being spawned out. The numbers are kind of slowing down. It looks like last week was kind of the peak of that, or the week before, maybe even the peak. They are catching a lot of white bass and hybrids down there right now, throwing swim baits out as far as they can throw them. Everybody said you really got to be able to cast out a long ways to get the bigger hybrids. The white bass sound like they're all over, but they're running one turbine just about every day still, I think. That'll keep them kind of biting. I don't know what they're doing for extra water right now. I don't know if they're running more. I haven't been calling the number to see. I'm sure some days they're running more than just one. As far as the spoonbill, well, I'll do catfish first. I'll do spoonbill last. Catfish right now, your easiest way to catch them is find anywhere that people are cleaning spoonbill scraps. Fresh cut shad, night crawlers, chicken liver, just about anything around them areas where there's spoonbill scraps, you will catch some catfish right now. Every day I leave the boat ramps, there's a ton of catfish right there eating on them scraps, and some big ones. So them fish will come from all over the place to find them scraps. There's still catfish being caught shallow on the upper ends of the lake. I seen some. There's a little bit of current coming out of the Sac right now. I did run all the way up there to up the Sac and Osage last Friday looking for spoonbill. Spoonbill absolutely all over up there. I would say 90% or better of the spoonbill out of Truman are already up in the river. That water coming in has pulled them all up there. For guys that like to jerk lead, that's where to be right now. I mean, every deep hole had a bunch of spoonbill in it. I was actually wishing I was pulling lead up there instead of divers just because they'd have been easier to catch. So, that's the spoonbill report on Truman. Pretty well from Tally Bend, still got a few fish at it, not a lot. Yesterday I fished there, didn't graph hardly anything. Took me most of the day to come up with 4 main limit. On up in the river, there's a lot of fish. I'm probably fixing to jump down to Lake of the Ozarks. It appears that most of the fish are still below the 50-mile marker. All the guides I've been talking to down there, they're still having to run way down. There's just no water at all to bring them fish up. And fish have no reason to come up until we get some water. Water temperature's right. They said they're moving fast. They're all over. You know, there's fish from 15 foot down to bottom down there in some of that big water. So they're just scattered absolutely all over the place. That makes them really hard to hit with lead. That's why most of the fish down there are being caught on divers right now. Or trolling cannonballs. You can troll cannonballs and do the same exact thing. That's about all I've got. Really, I haven't heard much on catfish right below the dam. I know there was a couple good fish caught down there last week. This little stretch from the dam down to 65 Bridge, it's had a few good fish caught on it. Fresh cut shad's the main thing right now. Crappie, I have not heard a lot down below. It sounds like they're catching a ton of crappie in the dead water, but most of them are shorts, about 1 out of 10 fish keeps. As far as on Truman, all the crappie that are being caught up there are in the creeks. I've heard a couple of arms. Everybody said they're in the creek mouths, the Grand, Tebow. Everybody's told me they're from halfway back to the back of the creeks. Them crappie are kind of fixing to stage up to spawn. I would say we've got We got some pretty good weather coming in. This little cold front here gets through. Probably 2 more weeks. I always figure the 3rd week of April is going to be the crappie spawn, and it's going to be just about perfect this year. So for everybody wanting to know, the 3rd week, they have not started even thinking about coming in on the banks yet. I have heard of some little males down on like the Gravois arm of Lake of the Ozarks being caught off the bank. That's usually 3 weeks before anything happens here. So we'll see what happens, see what the weather does. Hopefully we can get some more rain than what we've got, but it's not looking good right now. So have a good one, y'all. Take care. Good luck this weekend if you're out fishing. Thank you.